American and British families swap lives.
Ever since they kicked us out of their country, Britain has enjoyed a famously...
Do we really watch another documentary while I eat? I'm down. I don't give a shit. We can do whatever the hell you guys want. Today's a long day. Pokemon messaged me, and she said she wants to come over. And she wants to go to the zoo. Or was that Maya? Wait, which one was it? No, it was Maya.
Special relationship with the USA.
Oh!
Welcome to America!
The crackers, to be honest, but hey ho.
We've embraced each other's culture.
Right shot!
Chat, are EU girls hotter than NA girls? Is this a thing? Let's ask that question. What's hotter, EU or NA? I'm not gonna lie, I went maybe different areas. British girls, okay? Are British girls hot? I don't think I've ever seen a British girl that's attractive, because they just, when they smile, I instantly just, like, want to throw up. NA girls? Well, you guys like thick girls, right? That's what you guys like? You guys like them... I know... Ewok! Alright, let's not talk about this, chat. Let's talk about crayons and stuff like that, okay? Forget it. Let's talk about crayons. Stop talking about that concept.
Do you wipe standing up or sitting down? Front to back or back to front? With paper or with your hand? In the toilet or on the floor? Awake or asleep? Dead or alive?
Okay, so what I do... Personally, I know some of you guys are going to dance game me. It's just a habit I've gotten into. I'm trying to break the habit, okay? I know I'm doing it wrong. I wipe standing up sometimes. I know. I do it. I'm trying not to. It's a habit I've had since I was a kid. I fucking hate myself for it, alright? I don't like doing it. I know it's wrong. Every time I do it, I'm like, if someone saw me doing this, it looks like I'm jamming paper in my ass. I don't understand why I do it. I don't get it. I'm trying to change though, chat, okay? I'm trying to change. Like, imagine opening the stall to some dude doing this. Like, it doesn't look right, okay? I'm trying to change. I'm also thinking of getting a bidet, chat. Okay, we might get a bidet sponsor sometime soon.
Game boys.
So, I'm sorry. I know a lot of you... Wait, why are you pogging? A bidet? What is a bidet? I just know that's a toilet or something, right? Is that the one that sucks water in your ass? Just get a diaper? I mean, I already have two, but those are in case Mitch comes over. It shoots water in your ass. That can't work. There's no way that works. Do bidets actually work, chat? There's no way. Yes? So you're telling me if I take a nasty shit and water just shoots up my ass, it cleans the whole thing. It's insane. They're sick. I wonder if Chance has a bidet. Maybe I can use it. I'm going to ask Chance if I can come take a shit in his house. Let's see what he says.
Supported each other's foreign policies and scoffed each other's cuisine. But do we actually speak the same language?
Yo, Reed, thank you for the Twitch Prime and Lil Z.
Hello.
Reed Show.
In this series, families
AQ with
from
Twitch
across
Prime.
the UK
Boys, can we get hearts in the chat before we do this to Ewok? Thank you for the host. I really do appreciate it. Here, I'm going to add her. Is she even here anymore? Did she leave? She left.
America will swap lives for a week
This is never ending, this.
No, it's not. That's part of it.
and discover what really goes on in their twin towns.
There comes a time when you got to raise the black flag and you start slitting throats. Today's that day.
Twin Towns. So, chat, there's a documentary about American and British people switching lives.
Welcome to Chicago.
Now you know.
The Windy City
Oh,
is
it's a bidet.
the third largest in the USA, and it's got the well-endowed CV to match. The birthplace of the skyscraper, it stands on the shores of Lake Michigan and boasts the two tallest buildings in America. 4 major league sports
Look what
teams,
Maya
several
messaged
top
me last
universities,
night.
world-class theaters, museums and galleries, its own cuisine, and the Owen family. Maria, Othello Jr., and
They look so uncomfortable. They look like they do not want to be there whatsoever. This kid just wants to go play Fortnite. This dude just wants to go home and watch the game.
Othello
Like,
Sr., who believes in upholding
and she's dragging them out to do this.
traditional family values.
My job is to bring home the bacon. Her job is to slice it up and prepare it any and every way she can.
Oh my god, dude. I need to give him my shirt. Are you fucking kidding me?
And she spends the money very well. I couldn't have asked for a better steward of our finances than my wife.
Oh.
In order to bring home the bacon, Othell Sr. works 3 community-focused jobs,
Holy
offering
shit.
small business advice to Chicago's disadvantaged residents.
The families that I work with are going through tremendous turmoil. I'm here to serve, and service in the way of family, service in the way of community. I'm doing God's will.
Maria also has her hands full, running an online fashion accessories business and managing Othell Jr.'s acting career. He's appeared in short films and commercials, and thankfully is a better actor than he is basketball player.
She cuts the side, she cuts the back a little. She takes a little off the top, but just a little.
Aw.
Like many Americans, the Owens have a somewhat romantic view of the UK.
When I think of the UK, the first thing I think of
Here,
is the
tweet
Queen,
this
of
picture
course.
of the
I
real
think of
kickball
the
Tony.
fabulous 16-ounce pints. Here in the United States, we have a 12-ounce. So I'm looking forward to a 16-ounce pint of ale.
But Othell and Maria also have a more serious motive for visiting their twin town.
We support
What a beautiful
diversity,
town.
support in the multicultural background. Chicago is a segregated city. It's got pockets. I don't like that about Chicago. And we want to expose him to every ethnicity on this planet as we can.
The Owens are heading to the right place. Chicago's twin town, Birmingham, is one of the most
Is there really that much segregation? Is that a thing? Still? Yes?
culturally diverse in the UK. And even though the Queen doesn't live here, there are plenty of quintessentially British crown jewels for visitors to admire. The Stevenson family have lived in the West Midlands all
This is definitely one of Maya's mods, for sure.
their lives, although Greg and Vicky never made it beyond the 1980s. They run and perform in a theatre company paying tribute to the decade that understatement forgot.
We've produced everything
what?
that we do, we choreograph everything that we do, we
Cast, direct.
cast and direct.
Everything. It's just us two.
You name it, we do it.
We dress up stupid in silly costumes.
We do.
Cyndi Lauper, Madonna, Adamant, you play with a white stripe.
Greg and Vicky may be living the
In my
retro
country,
dream, but
we
their
don't even use
unsociable
toilet
working
paper.
hours leave
We
little
straight up
room in
use
their
Billy
lives
spray,
for friends
soap,
and family.
and our hand.
If someone says to me, would you like to come to my wedding and I've got a gig booked, I'll have to say no, sorry.
One year, Mum and Greg had a job in India, and over Christmas time. And I didn't have a Christmas at Christmas time, so I had a Christmas in January instead.
Brad is so
What? That blows!
the way we are that he'll get up in the morning and he'll get himself dressed and he'll make himself breakfast.
That blows, dude. He's a console player. That fucking sucks. Imagine playing the PS4 nowadays.
And he'll just tap the door and say, Mum, I'm off to school now. And I jump to the window.
Wait, that was a PS3? Oh my god. What bad parents.
I wave him off until he's gone around the corner and I get back into bed. America itself, to me, I see Botox women up to the nines with false bits on their bodies, hair extensions, manicures.
Louder than us.
Is she wrong? Is she wrong, chat? Is she wrong? I went to a gym the other day to go look at it. It was like an LA Fitness. No, it wasn't an LA Fitness. It was in a really expensive gym. And you know what they had on the bottom floor? They had B6 injections for your ass. Lifetime Fitness, that's what it was. B6 injections for your ass. And there was a line of women getting B6 injections for their ass. What does that even do? I don't even know what that means. I feel like if you get enough plastic surgery, how do you feel like that's you? Does that make sense? And I feel like surgery's not at a point yet where it's like I could tell when someone's got plastic surgery. You can look at me right now and see that I'm gorgeous. Like, obviously I've gotten surgery before, right? Right? My tits. Lips? Yeah, I got lip injections, chat.
More brash
blow
than
you.
us.
Confident, overpowering.
Very confident, yeah.
I'm expecting it to be quite, I don't know, quite rough in places.
They may think the US is full of rough, loud people with fake boobs, but the Stevensons head to Chicago anyway, whilst the Owens head for Brown.
Right!
here we are. We're in Birmingham. The adventure of a lifetime.
Fish and
Now,
chips.
son, I want you to do me a big favor. I want you to watch everything. Pay attention to every little detail.
That guy looks like a good dad.
The way the air smells, the way the people talk, the way they walk, the way they act. That's gonna give us another look at life. We can see things through someone else's eyes.
He's you in 30 years. I will never have a kid.
Arriving at their home for the next 7 days, the Owens soon discover the Stevensons' penchant for dressing up.
What the fuck?
Pow! Yeah, see, you know,
Dude, he looks good.
While Othell gets his freak on, the Stevensons are driving through Chicago en route to the Owens' home.
Why do they gotta play this? Why?
Brilliant. Go, guys, go.
Why are they playing?
So we don't get that in the UK.
How cool is that? This is really cool.
But as they enter the Owens neighborhood, their journey is brought to an abrupt halt by a real-life Secret Service agent.
Oh!
Excuse me.
So secret his face can't be shown.
Is it okay to come in? We're new to the area. We're just come on holiday, and what's going on? Should we be alarmed or anything?
No, you shouldn't be alarmed, but...
All the roads are blocked off. Do you know why?
They're probably surprised that, like, they probably think American police have, like, M16s and shit like that on them at all times. We don't, Chad.
Oh, why? Why?
Ah!
Y'all can go ahead and go. It's good.
What?
No, we don't.
You're not going to tell us? But there's been no accident.
Yes, I'm in the beta. I'm sorry.
Safe.
Yes, you are.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, gosh, it's a bit strange. Just get back in the car.
Leaving the scene none the wiser, the Stevensons
None the
press
wiser.
on to the Owen family's three-bedroom home,
Come on.
Whoa.
where the neighbours have laid on a little welcome party.
Oh, my God.
Hey!
Hi, everyone. Hiya, nice to meet you.
John, Greg, nice to meet you.
We found ourselves living in a, black community. Although we live in Birmingham and there's a big black community in Birmingham, we've never actually lived in one, so it's going to be a great experience.
It's great. It's
Yeah.
a total immersion in a
And the
different
people
culture.
are
The
Brilliant.
north of England is the
While they
only
wait for their
acceptable part of the
obligatory
UK map.
Chicago
Don't fall
dogs
for
to
these
cook, the
weirdos.
Am I wrong to say, chat? Okay, I wouldn't call them the black community, but they're saying that they live in a more rougher area of Chicago, right? That's a thing. That's what they're saying, right? They say they live in the rougher area of Chicago. I genuinely think people, maybe I'm wrong, but I think people that live poorer have better communities. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like they all are friends with each other. They go out. They hang out. They have barbecues all the time. They do some cool ass shit. They're neighbors. They actually talk to each other. Like, I grew up in like a middle class bitch place, chat, where everyone's just a Christian pussy. Neighbors don't talk to each other. Like, no one ever has block parties or barbecues. They're so boring and lame. It is so boring and lame. It's ridiculous. No one wants to do anything. These people have barbecues. They'll grill for their neighbors. They'll come over. They'll throw them a pie.
What type of Secret Service has Secret Service on their uniform? Weird champ paid actor.
Oh, it's a paid actor. Oh, true. This is all scripted crap. Why don't you move to Compton? I was thinking of moving to Compton to do IRL content. I don't know if you guys want me to do that. Mod straw poll.
Stevensons tried to get to the bottom of the mystery roadblock.
And then we saw all the policemen around everywhere.
Oh, that's because the president is in town, too.
Oh, right.
The president lives close over here.
Wait, he does? Wait, in Chicago? Wait, the president lives in Chicago?
So there's a lot of...
Oh, Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. The president.
Before he upsized to
He
the White
doesn't give a
House,
shit.
Barack Obama lived just down the road in a house he still uses whenever he's in town.
Living next door to Barack Obama. It's amazing.
Egger's house.
While they're staying in Birmingham, the Owen family will be managing the Stevensons' 1980s theatre company and auditioning talent for a new show. But first, they're the guests of honour at a welcome party of their own.
got invited to the Twitch partner party and I didn't. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't expect this. The energy, the excitement. And it's for us? Wow. That's huge. That's really huge.
Aw. He's happy, chat.
Pepe hands.
And there's even better to come. These Brummies may not have a president living in their neighborhood.
If only Michael was here, chat. If Michael was here, this place would have been a shit show. Death metal. Everything would have been thrown. These balloons would have been popped. Bring back Michael.
They can boast a bloke with a massive hat.
Welcome to Birmingham. Thank you. Welcome. I hope that you'll find us.
That is a nice
Birmingham
tunic.
people as friendly as I know they are.
Everything has been beyond my wildest dreams. The friendship, the kindness, and the sentiments that have been shown to my family from this fair city is overwhelming. We are pleasured and honored to be here with all of you.
My husband is always emotional when he's happy, and he'll cry. You know, he's
Aw.
very expressive like that.
Would you like to feel my
Never
bling?
forget.
Top dog, if you will, of the city. Bringing us greetings and welcomes. It doesn't get any better than
First
that.
time he's probably touching real bling.
Wow! I'm stoked. I don't know how much more I can handle.
The Owen family from Chicago are in Birmingham, living the lives of the Stevenson family who run their own theatre company. This morning, it's down
Wait, why'd they call it bling? Wait, I just realized that. Why'd they call it bling? Wait, what? Why couldn't he just say necklace? I just realized that.
Americans to audition talent for an upcoming production of Cinderella.
Is this what Chance's mom does?
Very nice. Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She had good stage presence. Her moves were real fluid. Great execution of the whole.
Yeah, she popped.
And she's the one that stood out to me when they were together as a group.
She popped. Yeah, I was looking at her. Yeah, I kind of.
So now you see the difference?
Yeah, yeah.
Time to
The
eliminate
babes are
one.
Cute. They're fine. They're gorgeous.
Uh-oh.
However, it's hard for me to say, as cute as you are, you're not the right babe for the part. That's an oxymoron in my world. What cute babe wouldn't be right for any part?
Back in Chicago, Ethel Jr. works as a child actor, so he and his family know all about castings.
I think it gives them a greater understanding now of what happens. That you kind of have to, you know, you see people are talented, everybody has their strengths.
They're not even doing anything. They're like doing basic bull. I've seen Pink Sparkles do better moves in Dance Dance Revolution than this. Like what?
But you have to boil it down to the person that just fits that, you know, fits the role. And I think this is really going to help him understand actually his craft a little better.
I'm so charming. It's alarming how charming I feel, for I'm loved by a pretty, wonderful boy.
Good one, dude.
Oh, thank you very much. Bye.
Wow. Bye.
Okay, let me. Sorry. I got to give him a lot of courage, a lot of chutzpah for even, attempting to do that.
Dude, this guy's so nice. Can we get hearts in chat for him? He's just way too nice.
It was incredible.
He's definitely not a singer.
I just can't imagine doing this all day long. I'd shoot myself. I've stepped into the life of some professionals, and they're counting on me to make the best decision for this production. So this is tough. This is tough.
You're all brilliant. However, some of you just don't have what we're looking for. Abigail, Nicholas, and Chloe, wish you the best. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right.
It's kind of sad to see people that didn't get it, but this experience will make me more confident at an audition. So if I don't get it, I don't get it. I'm not what they're looking for.
In Chicago, Ethel Owen has links with...
What, man? I'm watching a video!
Look how disgusting his ears are.
Dude, I guarantee you, not only your ears are also disgusting, you probably don't put on deodorant. You smell like ass, dude, okay? Your name is LOL Positive, and look what you're fucking doing. You're doing absolutely nothing to be positive, okay?
Community. While he's living in Othel's shoes, Greg Stevenson from Birmingham has a chance to experience one of these firsthand and has come to the...
Yes, I was projected.
Basic bullshit, Matt. I bet chat would like to see you do some ballet.
Look, the best critic is not the best artiste, okay?
North Lawndale area of Chicago to learn more.
Why is the unemployment rate so high in North Lawndale?
Go on then, yeah.
It's because there's a very high rate of people who've been formerly incarcerated.
Oh. Okay.
So do you work or live around communities that have high rates of incarceration, or
No.
is that an issue?
Not particularly.
I do. Half my chat's banned.
I suppose Birmingham does have its communities like this. Not particularly with religion, if you know what I mean.
Yes,
No.
I know what you mean.
Sweet
Sarcasm,
Beginnings
you were
is an
done.
innovative
I don't
scheme
get sarcasm.
designed to get ex-offenders back to work, alongside some small but very industrious colleagues. These former criminals care for a colony of urban bees, producing honey and cosmetics that are sold around the city.
The program is something that's productive for us. You know, it's something different. When I was released from prison, I just made a decision that I want to do something different.
That's good.
Something
That's
other
great.
than what I used to do.
That's what's
What
up.
did you used to do?
I used to commit a lot of crime. I
Did
used to
you?
sell drugs.
Yeah.
You know? So at this point in my life, I'm just trying to do something different, something constructive, something positive.
That's great.
I've been coming in and out of jail since I was 16.
Yeah.
And I'm 39 now. So I've given away a lot of my life to
Yeah,
the
of
streets.
course. Yeah.
And I got kids. I got a 24-year-old son,
Holy
a
shit.
17-year-old daughter, and a 14-year-old daughter.
So you've missed a lot of their life really
Missed a
through
lot of
crime, yeah?
lives, right. And you know, actually, this last incarceration I did with my son. So
Yeah?
you gotta imagine how that feels.
Yeah.
To wake up one morning and look at the next bunk and see your child.
What?
Yeah.
So that's when I made a decision I was gonna do something different.
Well, you don't want to keep passing it on, do you?
Exactly.
Yeah. This resource centre works with...
Chat, he had a kid at 15 years old. I don't think my balls dropped at 15.
people that are...
Not family bonding. Shut up, chat.
Ex-offenders. And I didn't quite know how I felt about that. I mean, everyone's made a mistake in their life, you know. It just happens that these people probably got caught for it. So, you know, they're not all bad, are they? They're just normal guys and they want to make a change and they're looking forward, not back.
I've been to prison 4 times.
Damn.
And I just, somewhere along that line, I just lost hope. You know,
Yeah.
I never been employed.
Never been employed?
No, this is my first real job.
That's crazy.
You know, so, and I feel good about myself.
Yeah.
I feel like a citizen,
Yeah.
you know?
That's
I feel
what's
like
up.
a citizen. This program helped me a lot.
That's great.
You know, I learned a lot about myself.
So it's a really good place.
Chat, give me a 1 if you grew up in the streets. Okay. Give me a 2 if you said you grew up in the streets, but the reality is you grew up in a nice, fine neighborhood and you were on the street until 6 o'clock and your mom told you to come back inside. Okay, yeah, that's more like it.
It's really good.
It's a great
Watch that be,
They should just give
Yes,
felons
watch-
24-hour access to WoW Classic. 100% reform rate.
Dude, if you think about it, what if they give all felons Classic WoW and then they could farm gold for us?
That be.
Oh.
He likes you.
Yeah, it's just something.
That was close.
Yeah.
You're actually cool there for a minute.
Wait, no! No, like, it's like a job, chat. They make money. It's not slavery, it's a job. They make money. No. They get money, chat. Like, no. Chinese inmates are doing that? Already? No. Chat, we cool.
You got him.
Yoshi,
You're right. This shows that a lot of people give back to the community that they live in.
There's a lollipop
And
on my desk.
Vicky
What?
and myself don't particularly give back to the community that we live in. I mean, perhaps we should. Perhaps we need to think about something like that.
Meanwhile, back in Birmingham, hard-working mum Maria Owen has for once got some time on her hands. So she's taking them to a nail bar for a spot of TLC.
I know there's gonna be work because I haven't had any pampering in a long time.
Ready to work.
Family, kids, life.
Life and family and right. Mom has been ill for the last couple of years and take care of my grandmother. And
Wait,
my
so
dad
I don't
is ill,
understand.
My father-in-law.
So they traveled across the world and now they're just getting their nails done?
is ill, so that along with an 8-year-old little boy who has a budding acting career is a
Really?
full-time job.
You really have got your hands full, haven't you?
Yes, ma'am.
She's just a really nice, warm, genuine woman. You don't really meet that many genuine people, you know? You meet a few, and when you do, you give back. It's very, very important that you take care of yourself. Find time for you.
That's something new that I will have to try to incorporate into the plan, but it's kind of a little foreign to me because I'm so used to taking care of my family and, you know, the extended family and friends.
Well, look at it another way.
Okay.
If you're not fit and healthy, then you can't look after your family.
True. Right.
And if you don't take care of yourself, you can't do that.
Right.
So you have to take care of yourself. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm just going to have to learn to take that advice. I have some major lessons to learn, and I'm going to try to incorporate them on my trip back home.
Unsurprisingly, Maria has a close-knit group of friends back in Chicago. Eager to learn more about the British way of life, they've invited career-driven Brummie Vicky Stevenson to one of their regular girls' nights in.
Welcome. Thank you. All right, coffee.
Before I came to Chicago, my perception of people were going to be mainly Botox, nose jobs, cosmetic surgery, perfect boobs, bum lifts.
No, that is the West Coast, okay? It's the coasts are a lot like that. East and West Coast, yes, okay? Typically, that's how it is. Let's be real, all right? That's where all the Botox and crap is going on, all right? Not in the Midwest. I feel like the middle is like everyone's all right.
I've got to say, I've been proven wrong. In Chicago, it's not like that at all. In fact, I feel like the blonde bimbo.
That has to be your perception of America. Yeah. Like, you guys have, like, Jerry Springer and
I don't
around
watch
the world.
TV,
Who?
I don't read newspapers, and I don't watch the news.
What do you do?
I work.
You work?
That's what I do.
I like that. So what do you do for fun?
Work.
So,
Same
like,
here.
You work so much, how much time do you get to spend with your son?
When Brad's at school, we'll go out to work. When he comes home from school, we're not there.
Okay. Who's there with him?
Babysitter.
Okay.
Unless we have a tour, and then it's like 2 weeks at a time.
Wait,
and on
so
a
you just
Sunday,
ditch your
it's always
son?
a day of family.
I was really surprised when Vicky was talking about not being able to spend time with her son.
Aw.
I'm not judging or anything, but it's just a bit odd.
Drama, boys! Here it comes!
To me, that a mother only spend time with her son 1 day a week.
Uh-oh.
Describe Maria's life.
She's very fortunate. She can spend time with Junior Othal. And she can entertain guests when she feels like it. A hangout house.
Yeah, that's where we all go.
Yeah, and that's really nice. I've always thought in the back of my mind, in an ideal world, I'd love to be a housewife. I'm fed up of juggling.
Dude, I could never be a housewife. Like, imagine sitting inside all day doing absolutely nothing and just looking at kids constantly. I could never be a housewife. It sounds like a terrible job. I could never just sit there and look at a bunch of children all day.
With that, trying to find a babysitter, it'd be so nice to just wake up in the morning and think everything's sorted and I'm going to deal with Bradley, the washing, the ironing, and just the day-to-day running of the house. Thanks, girls.
Ethel Owen came...
Women love being housewives? Dude, yeah, because it's called housewife. That would make sense. If a man said, I want to be a housewife, that wouldn't make any sense. He'd be a house man, okay? First of all. Second of all, I'm sure all of you would love to be a housewife. What is your job? Like, you would love it. You would just fucking play WoW or do stupid shit all day, and maybe, like, play with... You just get the kid addicted to whatever game you're playing, and that's... There, you're done. Either that or you just give him the iPad.
Birmingham determined to absorb as much English culture as possible. And culture doesn't get much more English than the sound of leather on willow.
Today we're going to teach you about the quintessential English game of cricket.
Okay.
So hopefully you have some fun and realise that, you know, it's a bit different from baseball.
I've watched a little bit on TV and it looks interesting, and I'm willing to learn.
Feels good, man. Clap.
Local cricketers Gavin and Stewart will begin by giving the American an all-important lesson in ball control.
The first and most important piece of equipment, the box.
The box.
When you're facing someone that can hit you at 90 miles an hour in the private regions, you need this. I hope it's big enough for you. It's English size.
Do I really have to watch him do this? Like, do they really have to get a close-up on putting that on?
Make it look easy.
The considerate twins still seem to be concerned about Ethel's crown jewels, so begin with some gentle underarms.
Just keep watching that ball.
Whee!
Let's run it up now. And back again. That's another 4.
He's a god!
Are you taking something?
It's a little bit awkward, but it's exciting. I'm finding it a tad bit of a challenge. I'm not used to holding a piece of wood in that manner. Now they're going to get into a
He's just
little
holding
more
a piece of wood like
real
something
life
else, Chad.
situation here. He's going through it from way out there.
Yeah, he's just going to get a little bit of pace up.
What the
We
fuck?
stepped up a little bit. Okay.
Gunning up.
Dude, what is this sport?
Right shot. That's a 4.
Look, EU, don't you copy America and everything else? Couldn't you also just copy us with sports? Did you really have to make this trash?
Gav, what are you doing? Knock him over. Right, that's it. I can't have a yank getting away with it.
Yeah, I know you're coming with it now. I know.
Go on,
Coming
go.
for you, baby.
I know you are. Come on with it.
Oh,
Yes.
well hit.
Fuck off.
Gav.
Boom, hey.
I'm ignorant? Of course I'm ignorant, chat. I'm just trying to piss you off. You got your baited.
Isn't Bob straight one yet?
I'm really getting into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to go
I'm
back
really
to show the
feeling
boys
it.
how it's done.
You think I know what the hell I'm talking about, chat?
Fair play. He showed some bottle. Didn't get him out, so plaudits to him. I'm disgusted.
What the fuck?
It's been a humbling experience for the Brits, and their misery is only brought to an end when the American novice picks up an injury.
Got a little war injury there. That was
Oh, no.
pretty nasty. It's part of the game. It's part of the sport.
Oh, don't look!
Now I feel official.
That's how we do it. We do
it.
South side of the track.
Outside. That's how we do it, yeah. I can go back to Chicago and have my buds over and we can watch the game and I can be a bit of a show-off and tell them about the game and how the game is played. And maybe, who knows, encourage them to play. So you bust my cherry. I was a virgin, not anymore. You broke me in proper.
You bust my cherry.
In Birmingham, Othello in from Chicago is about to get his first experience of the NHS. He injured his thumb playing cricket yesterday, so he's en route to the Good Hope Hospital to see if it's life-threatening.
Wait, what? Wait, he
I
fucked
don't
his
know
hand
a
up.
lot about the medical system here, but back home, you pay for it. If you have insurance, you're
Here we go. Here we go.
fortunate. Insurance costs a lot, and you pay for it. And if you don't have insurance, then you're in big trouble. If I were back home right now, injured myself, and didn't have insurance, I would more likely not go to seek out medical treatment, just because of
It's
the
like
fact
they
that
scripted
I know
this for
I can't
Twitch
pay
chat.
for it. I know I'll be all day.
God damn it.
I don't think it's broken.
Can you bend it fully?
No.
So what we'll do is we'll do an X-ray and make sure
You
that
need
you've
an
got no
X-ray?
fracture there. Yeah.
EU doctors make nothing per year.
Sure. It's always a pleasure to follow a pretty lady.
Moments later, the silver-tongued American is
Was he a
lighting up
Roofest?
the X-ray department.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Smile.
Okay. You're quite a pretty lady, I must say. Is that okay to say that?
It's alright.
This guy gets
you all
around.
girls are just so beautiful. My goodness. Yes, yes, yes. As I'm looking around the X-ray room, I noticed these things called gonad
Ass.
shields. And hadn't seen those stateside. Maybe there's a reason why I haven't seen them. But as I read further on, they protect the gonads doing the X-ray. So that's interesting. I'll keep that in mind when I get back.
What?
That part right there. Okay.
That's
yeah,
not his. Oh, I
see.
thought it
So
was
it's
dick.
going
I was like, what?
Try at that time.
That's all.
That's it. I mean,
You're free to go.
I'm light, easy, and breezy. I'm free to go, huh? The experience has been wonderful. This healthcare system is wonderful. It has a lot, and maybe we over in America could emulate how things are done here.
Oh my god. Come on, man. Really? Like, do you really have to talk about this shit? Like, you're asking for this crap. It's so scripted. No, no, no. You should have had your son do the acting, dude. No, come on. Should we, chat? I don't know. Look, I'll host Destiny afterwards, okay? Then you can talk about it.
Chicago.
Oh, right.
Yes, and I'm
Why
here
did they
visiting,
cut the video
and
ahead 6
unfortunately, I had
hours
a
from when
nasty
he was
little
in the
injury
car to
playing-
when he got his treatment? Pepe laughed.
Because it took 6 hours for him to get the treatment because EU takes forever for everything, dude.
cricket yesterday, and the healthcare here has been phenomenal.
Since everyone can get the health care, it takes forever. I don't know what I'm talking about, chat. I'm just
Thank you
spewing
so
bullshit,
much.
okay? I'm just trying
Take
to
care.
farm
Good day
all
now.
dummies.
Bye. And there you have it. All women like me. Young, old, doesn't matter. All women like me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
While Othel's winning hearts and minds at the hospital, his son is doing much
Beware
the same at another British institute.
Oh, he's killing it! Wait, why are they chasing him?
For child actor Othel Jr., a UK classroom offers an ideal opportunity to practice his received pronunciation.
Right, who thinks they've got an interesting phrase they can come and help teach Othel to say in our English accent?
Why is he up there? What's going on?
Come on then, Brad.
Stupid.
I like chips and fish also.
I like chips and fish also.
He's really confident and I couldn't be that brave.
Having mastered the English
Nice.
accent, Othel Jr. sets his sights on the national game, and his mum Maria is cheering him on. The 8-year-old has played soccer back in Chicago, but his touch is a little rusty.
I'm not as good as you guys, but...
My friend used to have an afro.
Because what?
James, didn't he? James Lavery used to have an afro.
Yeah, mine's...
He's mature for his age. He's used to being around adults all the time. So it's really, really good right now to see him out there just
act like a retard,
relaxing and having fun and playing with the other kids. I love it.
Right then, how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 aside. Bonner. Othel.
As the teams are being picked, Chicago's answer to Freddie Flintoff makes his heroic return from hospital.
I broke my thumb.
You broke it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I broke my
Well,
thumb.
when you're an authentic cricket player, you get hurt, okay? How's he doing?
He's doing excellent.
Look at our little boy.
Do you see that chat? Look at that. Look how proud he is. Wait, hold on. Look at this. What a beautiful day, chat. This kid's happy. The dog's back there just taking a shit during the shot.
Look at our little boy.
Try hard
He's having the
7.
time of his life.
No window. It's a beautiful day in the
Right
UK.
before my very eyes, and this trip has done so much for him.
Hooray!
Hey, you played brilliantly. Well done.
I was a little disappointed that I didn't get one on my own, but I still did score in another way.
For you to come and play with us, it's been an honour for us, and you've done really, really well. You tried your hardest, and that's what we asked for.
But you're eliminated.
So, you now get one of these Wilnecote Wanderers medals, because you've come and played with us.
Thank you.
Hey?
Thank you.
Well done, mate. You've been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well done.
I didn't know in the UK you also get a medal for
Chicago,
participating.
The Stevenson family have taken a leaf out of the Owens book, and rather than constantly working, are actually being a family for a change.
Brad can wash up.
Dude, I remember I was on the swim team chat for 1 year, okay? 1 year I was on the swim team, and everyone got participation awards all the fucking time. Like, I sucked dick at swimming, okay? I was the worst. I did breaststroke, and I was trash. I was terrible in the water. I was horrible. I know they thought that the fish would make me be able to swim. It was horrible. I did swim. Everyone got participation awards, and I was pissed. I'm like, why am I getting an award when I'm trash? I don't deserve this shit. I was the one getting the award, and I was pissed.
Their day begins with a shift at a friend of Othel's pizzeria,
This is like the generation game.
where all they need to think about is a new Birmingham-themed pizza recipe.
Look at that, Brad. Are you proud of that? Yeah.
Just think of a recipe.
Our,
That's
full
amazing.
English breakfast pizza.
Look at that. Little pattern in the middle.
Next on the itinerary, a guided tour of the city's spectacular architecture.
Now, the name Chicago is a French derivation of a Native American word meaning stinky onion swamp.
Now we're here, it's quality time.
Yeah, which is quite
We're relaxing, aren't we?
Yeah, we are actually relaxing. Are you relaxing?
Yeah, having a break from it all.
Is it nice spending time with us?
I like nice, yeah.
This kid doesn't give a shit. He wants to go home and play Fortnite. He does not
Oh
care.
boy, we got a big one on the right, folks. That is the Sears Tower.
Because we're spending more quality time with Brad, I didn't know that Brad knew that the biggest skyscraper was in Dubai. you know, that, and he just came out with that. I'm like, wow, he's great at school. But it's really nice that he interacts with us about things and historical events and, you know, architecture.
Chicago's
and,
beautiful.
Places of interest. He knows quite a lot of stuff. Proud of you.
311 South Wacker, the architect's...
What the hell?
It's virtually impossible to compare Chicago with Birmingham, because Birmingham's got a few big buildings here and there, a few nice hotels, but to go
Wait, chat, was that one of you
tour
guys?
we've just been on, it really outlines the complete difference between the two cities. This is magnificent.
Back in the UK, Ethel and Maria are being treated to a Birmingham tradition. Two of the Stevensons' colleagues from the theatre company have brought them to the legendary Balti Belt, home to over 50 curry houses.
What's a
but
curry
before they
house?
get stuck in, Ethel asks that they observe a tradition of his own.
Well, may I make a request? Sure. Can we all hold hands, please? Yes. Can we do this? Let us bow our heads. Heavenly Father, thank you for this opportunity to be here with new friends on a new adventure.
Grace isn't something that I've done since I was at school, and it's made me sort of, when he asked if we could all hold hands, I was a bit like, oh my God, this is weird.
Thank you for the opportunity to grow and to learn. In his name, we say amen.
Amen.
Thank you all.
Not coming from a mega religious background, it's not something that we do, you know, on a Sunday lunch. It's
Chat, this is a Christian stream. Everyone here believes in God, okay? Relax. We all are Christian here. We all love God. We appreciate him for all that he's done for us, and we thank him every day. Grace.
On the table and say grace. But yeah, it was really nice. Really nice.
Woo. It's good.
God is dead. Did Asmund die again?
It's too spicy for you?
It's good, though.
I'm very glad that we're here. If I had come on my own, I wouldn't have found this place. I wouldn't have even made it to this part of town. So this has been big ups for me. Big ups.
Is it weird stepping into like a highly popularized Asian community in comparison to what it's like in Chicago?
As a black man, you know, in Chicago, when I go about, I am always curious to how I will be treated.
Yeah.
You know, I have this internal radar. You know, is the food gonna be late? Are they gonna delay my order? Is they gonna feed everyone else before they serve me?
What?
Because you're black. Because I'm black.
That still goes on.
Unfortunately.
Oh. And I gotta tell you, since I've been here, I didn't know that I'm black.
No.
And I'm treated as a man, as opposed to as a black man, and it feels good.
Aw.
The whole time we've been here in Birmingham, we've seen so many different types of cultures, but everybody blends in, even though there might be in different neighborhoods or whatever, but everybody seems to fit really well.
It's bringing out so many emotions.
This guy's so cute.
That my son will actually be in a world where he is not judged by his color, but the content of his character.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to, yeah.
You know, to be out of that fish
Kids
bowl to
nowadays
another
are
fish
judged
bowl
by their content.
is quite refreshing, and I drink to that.
Yeah, I agree.
And I
He keeps getting really emotional when we're talking about how welcoming we all are over here. And to me, it sort of seems odd that he feels segregated in his own mind when we sort of welcome people with open arms over here.
Okay, look. Everything's fine and dandy, chat. I'm good with all this. But what the who buttons the top button? What are you doing, dude?
We sort of welcome people with open arms over here.
I mean, I'm waiting for that moment, you know, okay? I know it's coming. Wait for it, wait for it. Where is it? And it's not here.
My husband is a very emotional man, and he feels real deeply about a lot of things. And I guess he's learned a lot about himself. And it's a wonderful experience for my child to see, because right now...
Hey, Rob. Hey, buddy. Hey. It's okay, man. Look, you may have gotten kicked off the show, but you know what? I talked to Moxie. We're not kicking you out of the house.
Really?
No, you're fine, man. You're fine. But you have 4 days to pay rent. You got that? It's 4K. Hey, wait, come back. Why does he always walk away when I start talking about that?
He sees the world colorless, and I want him to continue to see life that way. And this has been a wonderful experience for all of us to...
He almost seemed like he was crying almost. Dude, I guarantee he was just talking to Halesby, okay?
You know, to kind of come here and see things outside of our little box.
So in my own self-discovery, you know, maybe it's my prejudice. I'm growing. I'm being exposed to a much bigger part of the world, and that the part of the world that I know is just quite small.
Aw. Dude, look at that water. Wait, is the water in Chicago this beautiful? No? Yeah. No way. I don't know what Snapchat filter this is, but there's no way the water is this nice in Chicago.
Plays an important role in the lives of the Owen family from Chicago. In an attempt to understand why, the agnostic Stevensons from Birmingham are attending Mass at the Owens local church.
Is it weird I knew your sister before I knew you, Pepe laugh?
The only time we go to church is funerals, weddings.
Yeah.
Funerals, weddings. Oh, and christenings.
We're not particularly
Brad's
religious.
not even christened.
I think we might be getting it done today.
You might get it done today.
Imagine not being Christian.
I need to see something to make me believe. And if I get touched today, I'll come out and say I've been touched by the Lord. That's great. But I've never seen Jesus.
Oh!
Vicky shouldn't feel too hard done by. Jesus
Dude, Brad's going to hell.
Christ doesn't often do personal appearances, but in this church at least, he's still packing them in.
There's a prayer for Father's Day. Uh-oh. Oh, no. We arrived, and they give you the leaflet, and I had to look through. And suddenly, I saw a prayer which was dedicated to fathers, lost fathers that have passed, and it just got me.
Oh.
I didn't think for 1 minute that
She's
I
hooked.
would cry about my dad.
Fuck you.
Because you think you're over things, but it was the prayer. Now, the Lord hasn't touched me, but I think that the fact that I'm still grieving for my father did.
Oh.
The singing and the atmosphere.
This
the
dude's just wearing beats inside a church.
community spirit in here. It's amazing, and you just had to get into it.
Back in the UK, you know, you come in, you have the service, which is quite dreary, and then you leave. But here, it's so community-driven.
True.
After the service, you sit around and have a chat and get to know each other. Church is definitely better over here.
A lot better.
Better over here than in the UK, definitely.
Some churches.
The Owen family came to Birmingham determined to soak up as much culture as possible. Today, they're visiting nearby Tamworth Castle, where the staff
Look at that
immediately
cam.
make Ethel Senior feel very welcome.
Things that were thrown at them when they were in these stocks, urine and poop thrown at them.
Glad you grew
Can you
out of how
imagine
big
it?
of a voluptuous shadow Pepe laugh.
Her Twitter game is amazing.
Dripping off your face.
Whoa, wait, what is this?
Wow!
Dude, they're doxing Tyler's house.
Look at that view!
Oh, wow. This is new to me. I believe this might be the first castle I've ever been in beside Disneyland, but this is my first real castle.
Would you like a Norman helmet to put on top?
You bet I would.
Yeah? There we go.
You're damn right.
And very careful.
Ooh, that's a common helm. That's nice.
I feel like I am the power.
This kid's just like, yikes.
All I now need is a horse, huh?
It's nice to see him have fun and wear the costume. When he wears the costume, he gets in a character.
May I try the other helmet on?
My dad likes Thundercats, He-Man,
Thundercat!
Star Trek. He's a little bit of a big kid.
Wow. This has got some weight to it. On this day forth, my lady, I solemnly pledge my life to thee, to protect, to honor, and to serve.
Dude, I saw Moo do this exact skit to Pokimane at TwitchCon. I saw the exact same thing.
If you'll have me.
I indeed do.
She said no, though.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll
All
have
right.
to find some more souvenirs.
All right. Bye-bye. Man, I wish I could have kept that. Yeah.
Sport plays a big part in the cultural identity of both Birmingham and Chicago. Over in the Windy City, young Brad Stevenson is learning the finer
music.
points of the sport for which Chicago is famed. First, the fake.
Yeah.
Oh!
know, to get that fake, come all the way up.
Yep.
And then you move. Let me see you do that one on.
Man.
Come all the way up. All the way over your head. There you go.
Oh!
There you go. All right, Brad, get ready.
He fake cast. That was
Back home,
nice.
His parents' busy work schedules mean Brad can't always count on their support at his sporting endeavours.
I think my mum would like to spend more time with me, but she really can't because the work is like 24/7.
Dude, he sounds like he's sad that his mom doesn't talk to him. I have to admit, my parents did talk to me a lot, and I was the one that just I wasn't the best kid in the world. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys were like this. I kind of just played WoW all day. Like I neglected them a lot, so they would try, and I realized as I grew older, I realized like I fucked up. You know, like I hit like 9 when I went to college. I'm like, I actually am a horrible kid. Like I just played video games all day, and I completely ignored them, and I felt like such an asshole. Which is why nowadays I try to talk to them as much as possible, because I truly do feel like I fucked up when I was younger, and I just ignored them constantly. Yeah, so I'm sure. Call your mom, chat. Okay, take 5 minutes and go call your mom. Okay, I'll run 3 minutes of ads.
But Vicky's not working this week, so she's finally getting a chance to see Brad in action.
It's a privilege actually that I'm here, because sometimes on a Saturday when he's actually playing football practice, I've just got back from a gig, so I can't always make it. He's doing really well by the looks of it, bless. Yeah.
Vicky's not seen anything yet. Brad is about to unleash his new signature move.
The dab! Here comes the dab! Oh! Dude!
I'm proud of him, actually, as I am always. But yeah, that was really good that he got in there and really got in and had a go. And yeah, he looked like he was a bit of a natural, if I say so myself.
Because you did such a good job today, all right, Coach Woods and I wanted to give you a game ball and say thanks for coming out and playing with us, and you know, hope you would pick it up as a sport.
My experience here in Chicago has made me actually
I think they just want to talk to the mom. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I think they're just trying to use him to get to the mom.
Do you know what? I'd love 6 months off and just do full-time mum, and that's it.
It's the Stevensons' last evening in Chicago, so they're taking one final family outing to the top of America's tallest building, the Willis Tower.
We wanted to come to Chicago on this opportunity.
Nope, not going up there.
In my mind, to bring Brad to America, because it's okay sitting at home reading about America, but there's nothing better than coming here and seeing it for yourself.
Yo, EU people, would you guys ever want to come to America or live here? Or do you like EU better? No. No thanks. Why? It's cool here. We have Uber Eats. And Walmart. And we're going to have internet in 2 years.
I didn't think it was going to be as pretty as it is. It's really nice. And then we got, you know, submerged in an African-American
Okay, yeah, don't go to
community.
Kansas.
The people are great.
Brad's growing up he's going from a boy to a man, and I've been finding that quite difficult working at the same time. But this week I have got to know him more.
Yeah, I've enjoyed spending a lot more time with Mum this week, like because we never really get to do it at home, because it's always like working quite a lot.
I think with everybody, family's important, you know. My family, Greg, me and Brad, as a unit, that's all I live for, and that's why I have to work.
Imagine the glass is shattered.
We spend a lot of time together, but it's always not quality time, I think. You know, I love my job and it's my passion, but at the end of the day, the family unit has to be a successful and happy one.
For the Owens' final evening in Birmingham, the Stevensons
They're getting fucked up.
are throwing a leaving party in their honor. And they've got 2 school uniforms going spare.
Wait, dude, they're throwing a fucking party at not even their own house.
Come boy, kiss me, come boy, hug me.
I'm normally a giver, and this trip has taught me how to receive. It's allowed me to slow down. My husband says he thinks he found his old wife back again because I've been able to, you know, let my hair down and relax and laugh. We are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that. Now I just need to make sure that when I go home that I take this back with me, that I find some kind of way to have some me time, and, so that I can be good to myself and also be even better to my family.
That kid's a Toys R Us kid.
Next, it's Othel's turn to murder a classic from the 80s.
Love, and I just can't seem to get enough of you.
Othel's stage presence was amazing. It was like he'd been on stage all his life. He just went mental, absolutely crazy. The old arms, he was going for it.
I just can't get enough. Every time I think of you, I know we had to meet. And I just can't get enough. And I just can't get enough. What a rush. What an adrenaline.
Dude, what a god.
I mean, I was nervous going out. Once the music started, the fans are there, people are waving and making noise. And, wow! Wow! Just can't get enough.
Dude, he's in!
Just can't get enough. All right.
The energy. Oh, this kid's proud.
I phantom in my wildest dreams that it would be like this. This has been a phenomenal, life-changing experience.
That kid's got a black eye.
We are not the same people that we were when we got off that plane.
This shit is so cringe. I hate old people. Dude, look, I know when people have fun, it's cringe to you, but let people have fun in their life. I know it's cringe. Ew, people actually have emotions and love their life. I know it's rough. I know.
Can't be, and we won't be.
This trip has been amazing. I've learned an English accent. I've learned a little bit more about my family and myself.
Sorry, dude. Next time we watch a video, I'll make sure there's 4 girls here and 1 guy in the middle, and we'll make sure we just watch that for 5 hours. Sound good?
And I just really, really want to come back soon.
It feels like I'm already at home. My home, away from home. And for all of these folks that I've met, to be put in the category of friend.
Friend.
Says a whole lot.
Next documentary. This one is about people who believe they are animals.